Installing and using MudBlazor. For those of us who can't afford licensed Blazor component libraries, there are some very popular free libraries available. Here's a list of the top 6 most popular libraries. MudBlazor is by far the most used, with a large active community and rich component set. It is also frequently updated and has good documentation. However, it can feel a bit heavy for smaller projects. Next is Ant Design Blazor with a professional UI and a good set of data-driven components. This library is very popular with enterprise applications. However, it is not well documented. Fluent UI adopts the familiar Microsoft 365 look and feel, but it's still evolving. Then there's Bootstrap Blazor. It's lightweight, easy to integrate and use, but its styling can feel a bit dated. For those of you interested in Bootstrap Blazor, there are links in the description below to videos on all of Bootstrap Blazor's components. Blazor covers most of your UI needs, but its styling is less polished and it has a smaller community. Finally, Blazorize has a wide range of components and focuses on accessibility. However, it has a steep learning curve, and some components require licensing. In this video, we focus on the popular MudBlazor, how to install and use it in your application. We'll use a standard Blazor web app template and install MudBlazor into it. For this demonstration, we'll set the interactive render mode to server. After creating your Blazor web app, open your browser and go to the MudBlazor site. We'll use this to assist us through the installation. Click on the Get Started button. Under the Installation tab, scroll down to Manual Install. For those of you who have used Bootstrap before, this process will be familiar. The first step is to add the MudBlazor package to our web app. In Visual Studio, open the Package Manager console. Make sure you are inside your project folder, then add the MudBlazor package. Next, we're going to add a global using to our application. In the imports.razor file, add a using for MudBlazor. Now we need to add some references to the style sheets in JavaScript. Copy the links from the website. In your app.razor file, paste the new links and remove the old Bootstrap CSS link. Go back to the website and grab the script statement. Again, in your app.razor file, paste the script at the bottom of the body element. Now here's something important to note. MudBlazor components only works in interactive render mode. So you need to change your route statement to make your application globally interactive. Finally, we can register the Mud service. Go to your program.cs file and add the service before the build statement. With MudBlazor installed, we can now use its components. The first components you want to look at are the layout components. Mud App Bar, where you can place the application title, and a button to control the visibility of the sidebar drawer. The Mud drawer itself, which usually contains the menu, and of course, the Mud main content component, where your pages are rendered. In the main layout.razor file, first add the required Mud theme provider and Mud popover provider. Additionally, you can add the Mud dialog provider and Mud snack bar provider. Now, replace the existing layout with a Mud layout. Add the Mud app bar and include a Mud icon button that will call a method to toggle the visibility of the sidebar drawer. Also add the title of your application. Then add the Mud drawer, which will display a navigation menu. The My Nav menu is a custom Razor component we're going to add. The Mud main content component will contain the body of our pages. In the code section, we added the method that toggles the visibility of the drawer. We added a new Razor component called My Nav menu. In here, we create a Mud Nav menu with Mud Nav links to our pages. When we run this, we see the drawer with our nav menu and the app bar button that control the visibility of the drawer. Since we no longer use Bootstrap, our pages look ugly. We'll have to go use Mud components to format the elements properly. First, go to the counter page and comment out the existing button. AI or IntelliSense will suggest the MudBlazor version of the button for you. We'll add a break element just for aesthetics. We'll do the same in our weather component. Comment out the table element and let IntelliSense suggest the mud table version for you. Now our pages look a bit better. In upcoming videos, we'll look at all the different MudBlazor components available and how to use them. Thank you for watching our video. For more tutorials on C#, hit subscribe and click the reminder. Give us a like so the video can be visible to more people.